Hi all, this is Buck. You're in the basement of my new home, and as you can see, we're still moving in, still unpacking. Looks kind of crazy down here. Got some scuba gear, a little bit of hunting supplies, everything a good home should have. And moving, man, that was quite a chore. It got hot right when we started, and shout out to Tim, shout out to Tom, shout out to my dad and my family for helping us get set up over here. And we're officially established here in Lilburn, not too far from the church. And while we were moving all this chaos into my new house, one thought I kept having was, this better be worth it. In other words, we got a new house here, new schools close to the church. We should enjoy ourselves. This should be something we should really be thankful for. But also, this better be an upgrade. We better feel really happy about doing this. I better not have any sorrows or any hard times over here. And Exodus chapter 14, the Hebrews had a similar thought when they were moving. They were moving out of Egypt and into the promised land. And they, verse 11, they said to Moses even, why'd you drag us out here to die where there are no graves in Egypt? I thought that was a good way of putting it. In other words, this isn't what we expected when we started to move. We were looking for the promised land, and we expected a lot more. So I got to admit, not many people actually downgrade when they buy a house. In other words, their quality of life goes down, and the amount of space they have, or the side of town they live in, the quality of the schools. But it happens. Life changes that way. And the one thought that I had later about this was, would I love God the same if he did move me somewhere and downgraded me? If in any part of my life, my job, my health, my house, my relationships, if they weren't the same, if they went below what I thought the minimum standard would I still love God? And I think that's what the Hebrews were saying to Moses was, no matter how bad it was in Egypt, at least we had some consistency. And out here in the desert, well, it's miserable. So I challenge you this week, just think about what you would do for God. What would you give up? What would you surrender? Would you still love him if he told you to move and it was horrible and it was nasty and it was terrible? If he told you to change jobs, if he told you to give up some relationships, to start a ministry, how much would you, or how far would you go in your comfort life and your quality of life? How far would you give up to follow the Lord? All right. You all have a great day, great weekend. Go out and enjoy the sun. Talk to you later.